Hello everyone, welcome back to Bobbie and Cici. So we have our November Boxycharm Whose Box is Better? Which, sorry, it's coming really late again. We don't get to control when our boxes come.
Correct. And since we want to use everything to give you the best opinion that we can, obviously that takes time as well.
Yes, so normally we wait until we get our next box to do the Whose Box is Better. That way we get ample time to test everything.
Indeed.
With that being said, this one's going to be interesting. And by interesting, I mean not probably very interesting, but if you would like to find out, then keep watching. Okay, so we are going to start with the items that both of us happened to get that matched in both of our boxes. One of which we tried, both of us tried, both did not like, and then the other one we had different opinions on. So I'm going to start with the eyeliners. I only have the black one because God knows where the brown one went. And it's the Bodyography liners. So eyeliners, not lip liners. And the problem with these is that the cap literally, like, if you're not, like, careful, it, like, slides off really easily, which makes it really, really dry. I don't know if you also had that problem.
Mine also felt dry. One for sure does not have a cap. Like, I have one of these black caps with no liners, so I was wondering, I organized all of my stuff the other day, and I just was like, what's this cap for? It's garbage. Well, now I know what the cap is for.
The pencil. That's also garbage.
That's also garbage. I did only use the brown one. I did not use the black one, and I used it in my waterline, and it like tugged. So, I mean, there are better liners out there, so yes. I wouldn't spend however much money it's worth. Hold on, give me a minute.
And it's a duo. It comes with a black and a brown. I used the black one. I also used it on my waterline. I feel like it disappeared in 2 seconds. Because of how just dry it was, it didn't like adhere. Like, it didn't get that time to like turn in. Like, you know how some more creamy liners kind of take their time to like settle on your waterline? So this one was so dry to start off with. It didn't grip to anything, so it just came off.
I had the same experience. And those liners are $16, it says. And so I feel like there are better ones even for $8. So.
Yeah, you could go buy ColourPop eyeliners, which are much better.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, at least the yellow one is good.
Yeah, the yellow one's good.
And I have a brown one, and that one's also good.
So we assume. Or NYX. NYX eyeliners are great too.
All right. So the other one that we both have is the Jouer one. This is the lip enhancer, essential lip enhancer. I really, really enjoy this. I actually put it on before I go to bed. I do the same with my daughter. I'll put it on before she leaves for school because she has really super dry, cracked lips, just like I do. And we both really, really enjoy this. I can say, though, that if you put this on with something else, probably not gonna be your tea. Yeah. So it just maybe doesn't work with other products.
I already own one of these. If you watched our last video, you would know that. So I didn't open it. It's actually going into our giveaway. We have a video. It should be up by now. If you would like to be part of that, go watch that video. So I just have experience from using my first one. For me, I don't have dry lip problems, or at least not dry where they get like crepey and like crack. They just get like surface dry. So it doesn't do as much for me. I feel like if you have really severely dry lips, it will, but you're probably not going to see much of a difference if your lips aren't really that dry.
Yeah.
I also don't particularly care for the texture. It's not bad, like it's not gummy or anything, but it's a little bit thicker than what I would want to wear as a lip balm if you're just trying to go throughout your day. It would be better as maybe like a mask, especially like Bobbie said, you can't really wear it under anything because it'll make it slide around.
Yeah, so I use this usually at night, but my lips need so much extra during the day that I prefer wearing it either time. Like, both times are good for me, so.
Yeah, but it's not a bad product. I just don't think it's for someone who doesn't have a lot of problems. And the retail value, I think, is $17.
I know I could have been more prepared and wrote them all down, but guess who's not? That's
okay.
Me. $17.
Aha, I was right.
Hey, but on the Boxycharm pop-up things, they're $6. So that's definitely 100% worth $6.
We're gonna go into the next lip thing. So this is a lip oil. This one's too slippery. Which I do understand it's a lip oil, so don't come for me. I know that they're not supposed to be, like, sticky. I don't know. I don't need products like this, so I find it kind of worthless. But it's just too slippery. It's too slippery, and you can't wear it under anything because it's too slippery. I also don't like that it has a pinky red tinge to it. I don't look great in that, so.
And that one is $11 retail. So the next one, if you watched our mask with me, you already know our thoughts on this one. So this one's going to be a quick one. This is the Yinsa Pumpkin Turmeric Mask. I do not care for this, It made me break out really bad. I think I just have too sensitive of skin for this. So if you have somebody, like if you have skin like Cici does, then it might be better for you because Cici quite enjoyed it. So if you're very sensitive, I would not recommend this for you. So if you have, what does Cici call her face the other day? Gravelly skin.
Yeah.
And maybe this is this is for you. So,
but yes, I liked it. That's getting rehomed to me.
Yeah. And
so.
that retails for $45.
Which I don't
try
think
it
out more, but I still don't think it's going to be worth
$45 whatsoever.
Even if it works for you. I think, again, we talked about it, probably closer to like $30, $25 to $30 price range.
Yeah. I agree with that as well.
Okay. We'll go into my skincare item, which I really wanted to like. So let me just say I wanted to like it. It's the Helios Anti-Pollution Youth Ampule Serum by Earth Harbor. I think I'm going to still keep trying this because I want it to work. It retails for $48, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, $48. Okay. That's correct.
And I think I'm too oily for it. I think that's my problem because it feels like it's supposed to be a serum, but it feels like an oil. Like it feels like a beauty oil hardcore.
Well, I can tell you that my hands, it did soak into it. It doesn't feel like there's a residue or anything, so it might be for somebody who is hella dry because these hands, they're dry.
Right. So what I think I'm going to try, because I'm very oily, products like this don't normally sit well unless they're like really thin. I think I'm going to maybe try using it on my neck and stuff and my hands and see how that works because that's obviously not oily. You don't really get oily in those places. So it might work better because I don't want to just get rid of it. And now that I've used it,
I wonder if you can mix it with something. Like since you're really oily, I feel like gel products in general, but like moisturizers and stuff tend to be, at least for me, they like dry me out. So I wonder if you like mix like a just tiny little smidge in there, if it would be less dry feeling.
Maybe. My other thought is I got taught one time from a brand ambassador where I used to work, is that sometimes if you mix like oil like products that are supposed to have serum benefits into like a clay-based cleanser, you can make masks out of them.
Ooh, we could give that a go.
So I think that might be fun to try.
We could give that a go.
Yeah. So maybe I'll try to repurpose it and make it into masks.
Yes, that would be great. Maybe you'll get to see us try this out.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, so the serum that I have is the 111 Skin Hyaluronic Acid Aqua Booster, and I have been using this every single day. I have mixed it in with products. I have used it by itself. This stuff is great. Now, I don't know if it's worth $135, and by I don't know, I mean no.
Yeah.
It's not Jesus serum, as we have been searching for, but it does work for my skin. I can use this with moisturizers. I've actually been using it with a gel moisturizer that I have right now because it's really dry outside, and so my skin's a little more on the dry side. I mean, it's not, but it is. And so this stuff is really, really great. It actually feels really good on your lips as well. I also have really dry lips, so this might not be for somebody who's oily, but I feel like it works really well over my whole face. It does get really, really oily right here in the middle of my forehead though. So, but great. I love it.
I will say I felt the texture of that one, and the texture feels nice on that one.
Yeah.
It sinks in really easily.
It does. It's great. Recommend.
So now to our favorite items. So Natasha Denona, the exclusive thing from the Boxycharm, whatever, for $48. I love this. I've used it several times. It's beautiful. I got no complaints. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadow.
I got no complaints.
And the color story is fantastic. It's warm and beautiful and looks like a pumpkin spice latte.
It does look like a pumpkin spice latte.
Also,
I'm still really jealous.
This shade, this one, works great as highlighter. Like beautiful as highlighter, if you would like to know. So
I'm still jealous.
I'm
a little bit salty. So my favorite thing out of my box was this antioxidant spray toner that is Dr. Briet. It works really, really well. It really evens out like your skin tone. I feel like it makes my face feel less dry, and that's what I kind of look for in a toner. And I know a lot of people look for the opposite. Like some people want your toner to make your face feel a little tighter because you're oilier. I don't like that. And this gives me the feels that I want to have. I did use this on one side of my face and my Mirad on one side of my face for 2 weeks. And then now I'm just only using this one, but to see if I could see a difference between how they're making my face feel. And the Mirad one and this one, honestly, not really. Like they're really similar. So if you already have the Mirad one, I would say either of these two would be comparable to each other. the Mirad bottle is way bigger than this is, just to throw like some comparison out there. I don't know what the price on it is. I will put it on the screen. But I do think that this is probably worth $40. And I don't spend big money on product like Cici does. She buys the skincare. I receive the skincare from the Boxycharm.
That is true.
But I really like this. I like this better than other toners. I have actually a ton of toners, not gonna lie. I have a ton of them. Because it's hard to... It's just hard to find a toner that works for what I need it to do with my skin being so polar combination. Mm-hmm. Like my dry spots are like stupid dry and my oily spots are like hella oily. So it's like, this works really well for both. So I like that.
It would probably also work really well if you're oily dehydrated, which is what I am, because I am one of those people who also can't use those like astringent-y
I can't
toners. I just can't do it. They need to be a hydrating one. One of my favorite ones is the Codally Grape Water. That one's freaking great. It feels awesome, and it has a continuous mister on it, which is fantastic.
Ooh, that's fancy.
But that one's really great because it's nice and hydrating, but it's thin. That's what I like about toners. Is so if you are oily, but you don't want to wear a lot of moisturizers, they're not heavy. But if you're dehydrated, then you're still getting the hydration.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
All the things she said. So, out of our boxes, out of all the things, I had 3 things that I really, really liked. These 3. All these guys right here, I really liked. I only had one thing that I really, really didn't care for, like absolutely didn't care for. And that was that pumpkin mask, but mostly because I just broke out so bad. I mean, I had huge sores on the side of my face from it. Like, no. And then I only used the eyeliner one time. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the eyeliners might have been better if the lid stayed on them.
Yes.
With that being said, they didn't, so I don't know if it's better or not.
Poor packaging. So, Bodyography, if you're listening, poor packaging design.
Yes. I love my Natasha Denona. That's probably my favorite thing. But however, I did inherit something for Bobbie's box.
So at least there's that. There's still a win there.
But if I can repurpose this into something different, then this is a win. Because it's not necessarily that it's bad. Like, I did feel like it did something to my face, but it also made it extremely oily, which I don't want.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll do great things for other parts of my body that aren't my face, like my décolleté.
Or maybe if your elbows are dry.
Yeah.
Knuckles.
So this is not necessarily a lose, but it's not a win for where it's supposed to be, which is my face.
Yeah.
But yeah, really only had one that I liked.
So really only one win. So by logic, I feel like that means that my box was better. However, I am actually sad that I did not receive one thing that she likes out of her box. So I think the other one's on the floor. I think the 3 items that I like, I would rather have these 3 items than that palette. However, I would not have been disappointed to receive that. So I think we should call it a tie.
I also think it's a tie because we both got crap eyeliner.
We did. We both had the crappy eyeliner.
And like, the Jouer thing isn't bad, and I would use it again. It's just not for my lip type, so I'm not excited about it.
Right.
But it's not like I got bad things besides eyeliners.
Yeah.
You know? So I'd say it's a tie.
I think it's a tie, too. So, sorry, no battles yet.
Yeah,
as
not
of yet.
super battling.
Hopefully, we'll have a battle for our next Boxycharm.
Yes.
So, our next one, our Boxy Luxe, and our boxes are hella different shapes.
Yes, we can sneak preview them for you.
So, these boxes are hella different sizes. I mean,
Bobbie's is very long.
So, if you are excited to see this unboxing, subscribe.
And like.
Because then we'll know.
Yes. And then when you're subscribed, you can DM us on Instagram and be part of our giveaway.
Exactly.
Because we are going to be waiting a little while to make sure that we get everybody's things in before we choose someone.
Indeed. So, look out for our next Boxycharm video.
Yes.
Subscribe. Like.
Comment if you get Boxycharm and got anything that we didn't like that you love, and tell us why you love it.
Exactly. That too.
Yes. All right. Bye.